What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today is our third and final episode of this series, somewhat. I'll get to that in a second. But we are doing a benchmark test with 3D Mark, and we're running the new Indiana Jones game for just a few minutes anyway, to see how the card performs under the pressure, right? My last video right before this, feel free to check it out. It did not perform too well. I'm guessing probably because of my camera quality, trying to show the build of this entire computer. I have a A6400 from Sony, and while the image quality is absolutely fantastic, as you can see here, it does not have optical image stabilization. So while walking around with the camera, it is horrible. I tried to use CapCut to smooth that out, and CapCut made it look like someone's looking through drunk goggles. So with that being said, if you all want the footage of me actually building the thing, then leave the comment down below, and I will post that in a separate video. With that being said, if you make it to the end of this one, I hope you do, there will be a montage of the computer build at the very end of it with a different case. And now, before we proceed to the benchmarking part of this video, if you all could do me the slightest favor, pause, go down, and hit that subscribe button, I would be extremely grateful. Let's get to the benchmarking. Alright, you guys, we are back here. We got the desktop loaded up, computer going, everything is running great. I've got 3D Mark set and ready to go. I'm here in IQ to show you the fan speeds and stuff that I have set at. I've got core temp up here to load up all the cores for the CPU to see where we're hanging at with the temperatures, and then I have task manager showing the GPU's temperature as well, so we can get an idea of how everything is doing. I tried to start the test like 20 minutes ago with the speedway test. For some odd reason, it was showing like a corner of my screen, and I'm not sure why. Let me just double check the display settings here. It should be set to 4K. Yeah, we're setting on 4K. I used Alt-Enter to expand the screen, and it messed up bad, and it reset all my icons to like the left side of my desktop here. So I'm not sure what happened there. I ran Port Royal after that just to kind of, for a split second, just to see if it was doing the same thing, and it allowed me to go to expand the screen because I'm running windowed mode so that you all can see these apps going on. So again, I don't know why it's not doing that with Speedway, but regardless, we're going to run it. So even if it's a smaller screen, it's a smaller screen. It is what it is. Currently, my brother is uploading some videos to YouTube, so his computer's been running. With that in mind, the current room temperature is, it's roughly 76 degrees. It started off at about 74 in here. I think I got a little heat jump when I tried to run these previously. I was trying to get a base set of temperatures, and aside from the GPU or good, or the CPU are good. So the CPU is mainly in the mid to upper 30s. It still shows that, but it does spike a little bit from here to there. So anyway, full transparency. These fans, I did not rename the fans, okay? So the fans may have some awkward, especially when I go over to here, cooling, you see side, top, bottom, front, yada, yada. That's because I didn't rename them when I changed the case over, and it threw me off at first. But all of these fans right here, let me just double check. Yes. So all of these fans right here, these four are set to the GPU. And then these three right here, including the pump, are set to the CPU temperature. So if I need to, I can always change this to the GPU alone, but considering how bad the CPU spikes up, it's probably not a terrible idea to keep that the same. I might be wrong. I'm a noob to this, just saying. With that, I have the CPUs, everything set to custom 1 except for the pump. For some odd reason, if I set the pump to custom 1, which is to run off the CPU temperature, I'll show that in a minute, the speed of the RPMs were actually lower. When I set that to IQ Link, it set everything higher. So I don't know. Not sure if I need to set the rest of the fans to that same thing or not, but for now I did not. So that is what we have that at. As far as custom 1 goes, we have 30 degrees set at 30% speed. We have got, that's supposed to be 45. There we go, 45. And it's, I don't know what I had. I think maybe at 50. I don't know. I'm going to set it back up. Whatever. 45 degrees goes to 50%. And then from there, we go to 60 degrees is 75% on fan speed. And then we go all the way to 100% fan speed at 70 degrees Celsius. So that is how the processor version is going. Now, if we go to the video card area, go to cooling, click on custom one. I have all these set to the same for temp curve, and right now we've got the 30 degrees is set at 30%, 40 degrees is set at 50%, 50 degrees is set at 70, 60 is set to 85, and all the way to 100 when you get to about 65 degrees. If you're wondering how I did this ramp curve, I did use ChatGPT to ask it what would be the best. So I'm not sure that it knows the exact measurements to do, whatever, however you say that. But that is what I used. Just full transparency, my phone, ChatGPT, love it. So that is how I have everything set. That's what it recommended based on my system and what the cooling units are. So with that being said, let's go ahead and close out of this. I don't think you need to see anything else in here unless you just want to see my lighting effects, which I have everything static, but you've seen that. So let's just close out of this. Come back here to 3D Mark, and we are going to start off with, we'll just start off with Speedway. Why not? It's probably going to show part of a screen, but it is what it is. We'll just go with it. I'm going to start the test, and then I will speed up to the end. Well, I'll probably just cut to the end of it instead of speeding up. And I'll show you the results, and we'll do this one and various other ones that people would expect to see. Window to mode, run test. Okay, so it appears that it is going to do the corner again, so it is what it is. But as I said, we'll leave it alone. I'm gonna leave these sit on the side, and I'm gonna walk away and do something for a few because it takes a while to get through all these loops. There's 1 out of 20, so we'll see how long this takes, and I'll come back here in just a second. All right, we are back, and it looks like we got our first test. We got 99.2 passed. That's pretty good. Frame rate stability was 99.2%. Let's go down here to the temperatures because that is what I am curious about the most. So the 14900K, or 13900K, I'm sorry. I don't expect it to not get up there and spike and whatnot because these processors are just like that for some reason. That's how they've been designed by Microsoft. But 66.89 right there. I can't get it to go up to that top loop up there. It's fine. We'll go to one of these over here. 66, 65, and what was this one? 65.85. So it does look like back here, our first one, we got 67.97 right there, and I'm guessing that this right here, it hit 68. I just can't get to that 68. So we got 68 point something on the CPU. Let's check the GPU. It looked like the GPU stayed stable pretty consistently through this whole thing. We had a spike back here. CPU went to 54.36. Let's look at this one here. 53.92. What was this one? 54.47. Did we hit a 55 anywhere? 55.47. All right, so that's gives you a roundabout estimate of what they did. So that's pretty good. It's a lot better than what it was before watercooled, because before watercooling, on like Time Spike Stream and on the Fire Strike, I think, I mean, we were getting like 82, 83 C on the GPU alone. So it was pretty rough. So 54, 55 degrees is definitely way better, way better than what it was. But let's go to the next stress test now. We just did Speedway. Let's go ahead and do Port Royal. And then I'll probably run Time Spy and Fire Strike after that. And then when I get done running the stress test, I might throw on Indiana Jones. I've got the new Indiana Jones game, and I'll run it full blast out on graphics and see how it does. I don't know how to do the... I'm sure there's programs to be able to check your frame rates and all that stuff and within game. I don't have any of that set up, but I'll at least show you all what it's like, because this is running at 4K, and I will run Indiana Jones at 4K completely maxed out on everything. I will be using frame generation though with the RTX card, because if you don't use that, it kind of struggles a bit. But with frame generation, I mean, I played it before for 20 minutes or so, and it was pretty nice, not gonna lie. But let's go ahead and go down to Port Royal and run it and see how it goes. So now with Port Royal, I will mention that I did not let the CPU get all the way down in temperature, so we'll have to see how this compares to the other one. Shouldn't be too bad though, because we are running water cool. The room temperature did go up to about 78 though, because I do not have my exhaust hooked up to the new case, and I do not plan on keeping this case. I'm looking into alternative options for another one to hold the new board that I want to get. So I don't know if it's worth really changing out the case, right, or hooking up all the exhaust to the case right now because of that. But with that being said, I'm gonna step away again, let this run, and I will be right back. Alright, it looks like we finished this test on Port Royal. We passed with a 99.7%, which is pretty outstanding. Finished all the loops. Let's come down here to the temperatures. Alright, so again, we didn't let the CPU cool all the way off earlier, but just to give you an idea here, it looks like we spiked up right here to 69.0 exactly. We had another spike right here. I'm trying to find the highest spikes. Actually, I think this over here might be the highest one. 69.0. So that was 69. What was this over here? So 69 degrees Celsius is the highest the CPU got. Now let's look at the GPU. Looks like we had spikes down more than up. That's kind of funny actually, how it dropped. So it's looking like about a little over 56 degrees Celsius might be the highest the GPU hit. There might be something in here, but it's hard to get in there and actually see the highest ones. But yeah, it looks like 56, maybe 57 at highest is the max that the GPU hit. So not bad, not bad. All right, so next up, let's go to, so we did Speedway, we did Port Royal. Let's go ahead and do our Time Spy Extreme, and we will finish off the stress test with Fire Strike. So Time Spy Extreme test is a stress test. We'll do that now. I'll let it cool down on the CPU just a hair because we're still over into the 40s there. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and start it. Also, I just noticed we did spike the room up to 80, so we are at 80 degrees now. I can't wait to get another case and get the thermals outside the house again. That'll be nice to have. And when we started this off, the GPU was at 33. It dropped down to 32 right before I started speaking, I believe. So it wasn't down all the way, but, you know, again, we're just kind of going with the flow and just seeing what we hit. Be back here shortly. All right, so it looks like Time Spy Extreme stress test is finished. We're 99.2% passed. Let's go down here. The CPU temperatures. Ooh, we had one large spike up here, actually 81 degrees Celsius. I'm actually surprised it hit that high, but on the bright side, it did not peak at that 99 or 100 degrees Celsius, whatever the 13th and 14th gen Intel processors have that issue where they want to ramp up high and they don't really stabilize themselves and go back low. So I'm surprised it got that high being water cooled, but at least it didn't hit the extra 19 degrees that it could have. So we'll just say that's on the plus side. That's good. So yeah, it goes without saying that that's the highest. Now, if we want to go with the normals that it hit, it looks like its peak was probably right about here. I'd love to know why. I'd love to know what caused it to jump that high. I don't know. That's weird. Let me double check this thing. No, everything's good down below. There's no air bubbles or anything like that I need to worry about. So I don't know. That was just a weird spike. I would say 73.94. That was probably the highest one right there. I didn't exactly see that a moment ago. So the highest one was that one prior to going. It was 74 on the money before going to 81. So let's go to the GPU now. The GPU as normal. Looks like it came to a higher spike around the flag bouncing back and forth. It's hard to get them. 54.64. That might be the highest right there. Yep. So 54.64 looks to be the highest. If you all know of a way to actually find out for sure like what the highest was in general, I'm not sure if it shows it somewhere. It shows the best and the worst loops. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it might show something up here, which, you know, which would be the highest and lowest maybe that it hit. And maybe it does. I'm not sure. There might be something in the options, but I have to learn more about 3D Mark before I get into that. So the last one we're going to run now is going to be the Fire Strike. So let's go back to stress test, and we will go to Fire Strike Ultra stress test. Run that in windowed mode. I guess Ultra is the right one to do. What's extreme? Yeah, let's just do Ultra. So run that in windowed mode. Currently it is still hanging at 80 degrees in the room. And that's 80 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way. We are in the United States, so 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And by the way, if I still seem off in this section of this whole video, I don't know how long this video is yet, but it has been a long week and a half, 2 weeks. Had some stressful moments and whatnot, so if I'm like blah right now, that is why. I am sorry. I have had very, very little sleep since the time I've been off work, but I've got to get this done. So our processor is getting back down some, it looks like, to the high 30s to right at 40 Celsius, so that's good. And our GPU is back at 31. So let's go ahead and run the stress test and see what happens. All right. Got this going. Like usual, I will be right back, and then after this we will run a little bit of Indiana Jones just to see how it plays. It is one of the newest games out now, by the way, if you're curious why I'm talking about that game. Unfortunately, GTA 6 still is not out yet. So we have a water-cooled basic PNY RTX 4090 that has no water block available for it before GTA 6. Yeah, we got something going on, right? All right, I'll be back. All right, so we're looking at 99.6 passed. It took a lot quicker, less time to run this than it did the other one. But let's just go down here. All right, so the CPU, see 76 degrees right there. So 76 was our highest on the CPU. Now let's check the GPU. Looked like it was pretty consistent for the most part. We got 55.78 there. Did we get one higher than that? Looks like this might have got a little higher. 55.92, 56.08. Looks like 56.08 might have been the highest one. That's we're gonna go with that. 56.08. So that was the highest on the GPU. So that is all of those. If you all want me to run any more stress tests on this to kind of get an idea, let me know in the comments below and we will do that. And make sure you subscribe first, because if you did that and you didn't subscribe, then I'm not going to run the video. So subscribe to this channel, please. It would very much help. So we're going to close out a 3D Mark. We're going to close out of this, and we're going to close out of that. And we're going to go and run Indiana Jones. But I will have to do that in a minute. It will be a split second for you, but I got to finish getting some stuff done with the oven. So we will be in Indiana Jones right now. So we are now in Indiana Jones. As you'll see, it says continue. Like I said, I did try this the other day for a split moment before I had to swap some stuff over and figure some more stuff out. So we're just going to do new game. I do plan on playing this game, by the way. It just won't be on this channel. It'll be on our gaming channel. It is not a tech to review, so it is a game to not review but just play. So, but let's go ahead and go in the new game. First of all, I'm going to go to options, and I'm going to show you the video for the graphics. You'll see it's full screen right now. We got native 16:9. We are 4K native. If we go down here, yeah, field of view, we've got a 90 adaptive vertical sync. 1,000. I guess there's no way to set it to unlimited, but we're not going to get 1,000 frames a second anyway. Don't need to edit that. It's on the OLED screen, so that's pretty cool. Motion blur, I thought I had set that to off. Okay, so maybe it reset the settings on me or something. I'm not sure. We're going to turn this off as well. Sharpening, leave that. Depth of field, leave that. Graphics quality, we are going to... You know, I wonder if I had it on ultra or if I had it on very ultra. I am not sure. We're going to find out. So we're going to put this on supreme, actually. Ultra, 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 high. Yeah, everything is all the way up. We're going to see how bad. Turn full RT on for path tracing. I think somebody else did a review of using the RTX 4090, and they had to turn a few things down. So we're going to see how it goes. I'm really curious. We are definitely going to be using DLSS for absolute sure. What's that do? Enable DLSS super resolution, which boosts frame rates by rendering fewer pixels and using AI to output higher. This feature, okay. I guess we leave that at auto. Or I can go to quality. Or DLA, I don't know. I guess I can try on both just to see what happens. For now, we're only leaving auto. Frame generation, yes, we want that on because that's going to help us get through this game. You know, we're just going to set this to quality anyway. See what happens. I mean, that'll take the biggest toll on the card, being water cooled and stuff. So, do keep in mind, just because this thing's water cooled does not mean we're gonna get superb play out of this game. This is a very new game and it is very demanding, from my understanding. I guess that, yeah, we're not scaling because we are native 4K right now. Color filter, we're gonna leave that crap alone. We're leaving that alone. Okay. Did that save it, or do I have to figure another way to save it? I don't think it saved it. I think I gotta figure something else out. Oh, immersion blurs off. That's off. I'm just double checking. Supreme. Okay, I think it did save the settings then. Yeah, quality. All right, so we're good. New game. Empty slot, I guess. Moderate because I'm too tired to play any harder, and even if I was awake, I would probably be awful. Yeah, we're gonna play through. I think you go through a temple to start with, so we're gonna just play through the temple, and that is going to be it. And then we're gonna end this video because I am tired of trying to make it. Yeah, just do this. Okay, let's get it. How bad is she gonna lag on us? Well, it's not like super smooth because I can see the. I mean, it's good, but it's not like perfect. It's more than playable right now with this. I'd say when I do this, I'm probably getting like 50 frames a second. I'm not sure because I can definitely see it's not a smooth play. But regardless, this is everything maxed out. I'm pretty sure. With, of course, frame generation on. If we turn frame generation off, it would not do this. Left to clear path. Deal. Ooh, a little stutter there. Oh, yeah. Chicken. I have to say, though, I really love how well they did Indiana Jones in this. Like, his character, Harrison Ford looks like Harrison Ford, and Harrison Ford talks like Harrison Ford. I'm pretty sure they used him for his own character speech. I guess I can move. I forgot I could move. Let's jump through this. Oh, wait a minute. It's supposed to go this way. My bad. Let's get up through here. Just kind of check some stuff out. That's his stamina bar, by the way, down there. That's why the thing's going red. Ooh, he's really running low on stamina. Wow, I didn't notice that last time. Did you see that? It was like a tunnel vision effect or something. Interesting. It's a dart. Let's drop the dart. They're like, ooh, what'd he do? Is it treasure? No, it's just a dart. We're gonna get poisoned.
Poison is still fresh. 3 days. They're following us.
If they knew we were here, they would have killed us.
We're gonna skip this part. Like I said, y'all want to see the game? Watch the other channel. Come on, let's go. We're just trying to. I want to get into the actual temple because I feel like it's. I just want to see how it all goes. Yeah, watch it this time. See if you see the tunnel vision effect come on. Ah, oh, there he goes. There you go. You see it a little bit. It started for a moment. I mean, I'm kind of impressed with how well it's playing, to be honest with you. For everything being as high as it is. if I don't have everything turned up, other than DLSS turn or the frame generation on, let me know what I did wrong, and I'll do this video alone on this channel, just to test the 4090. You know, talk about it, and we'll just run through all this part. Skip. Okay, R1 to whip it. Yeah, there was definitely some jump there. See, they did a pretty good job on his face. Very impressed. Skip. Alright, let's go through. I know somebody was on there talking about this tree or something and how it was... I don't know what they were saying. There you go. See how, like, the lighting on this tree right here. On the left-hand side, it's got light, and on the right-hand side, it's got shadow. Now watch this if I can... right there where my white dot is in the middle of my screen, watch it. See how it does that? So apparently no matter what you do within this game, there is absolutely nothing you can do to get rid of that. That's part of the engine, so that was a complaint that someone had apparently on YouTube. Alright, let's go in the creepy temple. I keep on wanting to call it a pit. It's a temple.
This is it. This is where Forrestal cashed in.
Skip it. Let's go in here. Holy crap, that was super, super dark for a minute. Do I have a flashlight? I usually don't have my my light panels this bright on me. I was just doing all that for the tech review stuff, but so it's bright to me where I had a hard time seeing the game. I was like, is it really that dim? But I guess it was. So. Let you see the fire on it. And there's the Spideys. Okay.
Stop. Stay out of the light.
Stay out of the light. Touch the light. Ooh. Yikes. Well, that sucks. Okay, skip that part. Part of the story. Shut up.
It was.
Oh.
Just not good enough. Guess we'll find out.
Alright. Oh, my Lord have mercy. Stop it. I crouched. R1. Alright. Gosh, I'm getting tired. Skip. Okay, let's go. Oh, watch it, dude. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Do this.
That did it.
It's part of the storyline I skipped. I don't automatically just know to do this, alright? But since I did it the other day, I kind of got the idea.
That's it.
Oh, it's up here. Alright, alright. And let me see something. Give me 1 second here. So I was trying to use one of the cameras, either my iPad, my iPhone, the other camera hooked up to show you all like another image of the computer running this game, but you just have to take my word for it because his camera is entirely tethered to his computer, the same as mine is tethered to my computer. I can't stretch the cords any further, and I can't get a good enough angle between the iPad and the iPhone to do it. It says use third-party apps, but I have no idea what apps to use and what's not a scam, so you just have to take my word for it. I'll show you the end. I'll do like a montage or something of the computer at the end too. What are we doing here? Sandbag. Gotcha. I think I emptied too much. I don't think it matters how much you emptied there. It's still gonna just do this. And goodbye. Nope. We gonna run. Can I slide too? Is it? Somewhat.
Give me the
Oh,
whip.
I just jumped in a pit. Ha, that's funny. Oh my lord.
Give me the whip.
Throw me the idol. No time to argue. Throw me the idol. I throw it.
Give me the whip.
Alright. Well, skip this. No, let's get out of here.
American. Sell it American.
He does have a slide. We can slide like Call of Duty style, man. Just run and slide. Uh-oh. I better hurry up. Oh, well. Alright, that's as far as I've gotten in the regular version 2, so we're going to stop this right here because I do not want to ruin more of the game for myself. Alright, folks. Well, there you have it. You've got a completely water-cooled, fully functional, freaking awesome temperatures RTX 4090 from PNY. It is the PNY Verto triple fan 24 gigabyte. I guess they don't have any extra special stuff. The Verto and PNY is the only terms used from PNY. So again, like I've said multiple times before, if I didn't cut them out of this video, there are absolutely 0 water blocks on the market, period, that say that they are designed for this card. There are ones for the PNY Verto RGB, yada yada, whatever it was called, which is exactly the block that we're using. It is 100% compatible with your PNY Verto regular RTX if you got the card that didn't have the RGB or the overclock features to it. So I hope this video was well worth the time. If you did get something out of this video, if you are one of the fortunately unfortunate people that got your hands on one of these specific cards, I say fortunately unfortunate because you're fortunately able to have a 4090, but unfortunately you got one of the rare ones that didn't have any announced water blocks for them. Go figure, right? So if you are one of these people, even if you aren't, if you found this video informative, useful, whichever, please do consider giving a subscribe to this channel. It is a new channel. I've been going on for like 2 to 3 months now, something like that. Don't have a lot of stuff up, but drive trucks, so I'm getting what I can. Plus, gotta have the funding to be able to go out and buy new tech. I'm kind of just working with what I got. But yes, please do consider giving this channel a sub. It will show me the support. Make sure you like the video, share it to anybody that could use the information, and so forth. We're going to end this video with a montage of the system. I'm not going to pull it back out from under the desk, so I'm just going to do a montage of the front or side or whatever. With that said, you all have a great rest of your day, night, morning, whatever time it is for you, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Peace out. We'll see you in the next video.